line, it really comes down to the storyline of Geekay. They hold their fate in their hands, but they have a titan of vitality on the other side. Can they take them out? We find out now.
Welcome to the Great French Hate Watch. Gentlemates really want Vitality to win this and to eliminate Geekay. Vitality really want to win this. They want to go to Raleigh. Casey, yeah, they don't care whatsoever. But we get into game one, brought to you by Progressive Johnny. It is all on the line for Geekay.
Yes, it's funny you mentioned Casey there. They're kind of just the big brother watching the little siblings fighting over the scraps as now Vitality have to... They've got something to prove after yesterday. Bit of a howler against Carmine Corp for the umpteenth time in a row. This is a game and a series that they should be winning. Geekay still in the running for Rally, but one step behind.
We just want to keep moving those goalposts further and further away. Geekay have got to win at least 2 series if they want to make it to Rally. They've got to win this one, and then they need to get some good results in the next round, or if both themselves and Gentlemates were to lose against Casey and Dignitas respectively, then they would have to play against each other in a tie-break. So the neutrals probably calling for a Geekay win here. Let's get those tie breaks. Joyo looking to try and provide exactly that. He's got 6 boost. Just really hammers it, and Exotic, I don't think was prepared for him to just not overplay it.
That was well played by Archie and Joyo, advancing the ball down the line. Archie with the pop and then Joyo with the center. Vitality just arrived in time to stop it, and that's good defense by Zen. Very good defense as he gets 2 consecutive challenges, one off the ceiling and then following up as well. How much can Zen do for this team today? Oh, Joyo needs to be careful. That's your own goal, but he does like this in the back corner.
Joyo's got the best idea when it comes to defense. You can't shoot if I take a worse shot before you. As Monkey Moon powers through that challenge, does have stand up and support. A couple of team pinches attempted so far. This last second. Archie is on his way. Exotic does way. Might
on the way.
He does exactly that. And Oli will clear. Still in the Batmobile. Johnny, there's been 2 camps recently when it comes to Oli in this Batmobile. Some that thinks, all right, just give it up, and some that think, nah, keep it going.
Yeah, there's been 2 camps. Some that, you know, want to see him continue in the Batmobile, and there's another camp of people who are wrong. So I'm firmly in the Oli in the Batmobile camp myself. I'm loving what I'm seeing from him in this car, as you never know what you're going to get. And as a neutral Rocket League fan for the most part, that's what I love to see, the unpredictability that it brings.
So far, no goals to speak of. Both teams have had somewhat decent looks. Nothing overly threatening just yet. Oh, he comes through the challenge. Joy pre-jumps the follow-up. Looking to try and annoy Exotic. Maybe something that Geekay will have noticed that Casey were finding a lot of yesterday. That 3rd man from Vitality was always available for a demo. But Casey, they play a lot more fluid than most teams out there. Oh, Joyo tried to drop it straight down, couldn't get above the ball. Exotic on the catch. Difficult to really wriggle the way out of this. Zen's got some time now on the catch. Joyo's backboard, and what an early challenge that is. Well played, Oski.
Chance now for Exotic to make something happen. Open backboard. He doesn't make contact, ran out of boost as he was trying to get the touch downwards there. Monkey Moon does pick up the ball in the back corner though. Exotic for me is the man to watch for Vitality today. With Monkey Moon back in the Octane, I feel like everything is just fine in the world again. Zen, of course, no questions asked about him, but Exotic's had a bit of an off season compared to his World's MVP level. Needs to produce the good. In the current world, you need 3 players who can outplay the man in front of them.
Yeah, it has often felt like when the game ramps up, Exotic just doesn't quite know where his spot is in that rotation. But right now, it's back corner. He's just been demoed. He'll be back soon, but he might not be needed.
Oh!
Zen with the power shot. Top corner.
That's a great shot by Zen. Joyo wasn't able to do enough here. Looks like Monkey Moon kind of faked him out. Joyo thought that was going to be more of an aggressive challenge. He was making sure to get behind the ball. Maybe also looking to pick out a teammate in the middle, but it's just gone center for Zen. Makes no mistakes with the top left finish.
There was a bit of a defensive wild card in this first game. Oh, but we know exactly what we're getting from offense. Try to go for the outplays. Will Archie creep forward? Didn't quite feel like it. Here comes Monkey Moon. Powerful clear into Exotic. Back down to Monkey
Oh! That is a great goal for Vitality, getting everyone involved. And it's Monkey Moon and Exotic who combine for the 1-2 pass. Just a typical Monkey Moon finish. No nonsense. 2-0.
It seems like a pace that Vitality are very happy to play in. Archie off that wall. He's got very little boost to work with. Trying to harass Monkey Moon. So far, so comfortable. Joyo easily dusted to the ball by Exotic. To the side will read. Doesn't quite find it. Zen will cover the angle. Joyo drop back down. Archie's going to commit. Takes the shot. Archie's been sitting quite deep so far, but with 40 seconds left, 2 goals down, they're going to have to start taking some risks.
Yeah, they definitely will. It might be too late, though, as Vitality come forward again. Exotic with the air double pass. Monkey Moon with the mind game. Or the miss. You make up your mind as he tries to get around that one. Maybe a bit too precisely.
Here comes Exotic. Takes out 2. Oli's not got that much boost. He tried to find Joyo with the pre-jump. Drop down pass to Joyo. Zen's immediately there. Archie has a bit of a hesitation before jumping on up. It's just run out of time for them. The last thing they want to see is the ball entering over here towards their net. Vitality have secured game 1.
And at this point, they had to try something. Joyo needed a perfect touch there to get it past the defender and also get enough power on it to get to a teammate. The latter did not pan out in their favor, but they needed to do something. So doesn't really matter. 2-0, 3-0. They were losing in that position regardless.
Now, the hopium when it comes to Geekay is that they'll be saying, well, we did this yesterday. We were very slow when we started our Goons believe 3 wins to take this regional. See a bit of a kickoff switch up there from Geekay, who have got quite a few tools in their arsenal. I'd say second only to KC when it comes to kickoff variety, as that was a bit of an unintentional touch. Monkey Moon couldn't quite deal with it, so this is the best chance here for Geekay. Can they get the pinch out to Joyo? Nah, it's not quite the angle that he'd enjoy.
This is still solid from Vitality for the most part in the midfield. They've been able to challenge every relevant touch that GK have had. Challenge it directly or challenge it on its route to the goal. Monkey Moon there covering mid. Exotic likewise. Joyo forced back for the time being. That's a nice little trip in the back corner. Monkey Moon looking for Zen in the middle. Zen decided to bail.
Pop up from Exotic. He's not got the boost to follow it. He was hoping that could fake somebody out, but it doesn't quite work. Infield, Monkey Moon on the way. Well scouted there by Archie. Just had to cut the rotation, get in front of the ball. A lot of 50 wins going the way of Vitality. They just can't quite get rid of it at the moment, can GK. It's all kind of scrappy in the corner. No one's got any boost. And Exotic passes it straight to the path of Monkey Moon. Well, challenge there from Joyo.
I would like to see, you know, maybe a little bit more faith in Zen there from Monkey Moon. Of course, he had a line to attack the ball and take a shot, but Zen was still cooking. He was trying to go solo. And we've seen this over the years with Monkey Moon teams. Double commits can occur, very often involving Monkey Moon himself, especially in attacking corners. That's somewhere he does not want to be heavily committing in when the synergy's not fully clicking like it hasn't been.
Archie looking backboard where Oli lies. They try to find the angle. Oh, and a couple of team bumps as well. Losing Oli for the process. Exotic on his way in. Still 0-0, 2 minutes played. Looking for the low 50. Where is the low 50 when you're against Oli in that Batmobile? He gets to decide exactly that. Archie's on his way back down. I feel like Archie individually has managed to wrestle back 50's control for his team. Vitality were dominating them in the opening few minutes. GK's starting to get some way back, but Archie's pre-jumped and he's not going to get down in time.
And it's just simple from Zen as he catches the ball and lifts it into the net with a double jump. Monkey Moon forcing Archie back. Zen just showing that you don't need to overcomplicate things. Why go for a flick in this position when a double jump is more than enough?
1-0. Bot kickoff this time. Oli's on his way. Joe with the take up. It's been a long time since GK had a really good look at that goal. Archie trying to give exactly that. And Exotic just palms the ball into the corner. Should be nice and safe for a little while. Vitality reset, and they're just always in the way. There is nothing GK are getting here that isn't at least in some way annoying to deal with.
really lack of production from Geekay. Just I said, okay, only produced this. They haven't had much to talk about in these games. That is a nice pre-flip in an air dribble. One touch more needed, and Joyo makes it happen.
And that's one of those situations. I was watching that from Zen's POV. He just got Batmobiled right there because that car always gets that little bit extra. Zen thought he had the read on how much power that could get. He read it wrong. 1-1, Geekay on the board. Joyo looking to try and provide another one. Good flick, he's gonna follow. 2 players win, but it hits the crossbar, and Zen bails the rest of it out.
Yeah, now counter-attack coming through for Vitality. Monkeyman up quickly for the sidewall read. He got the ball, but not the right direction. Back pass now towards Zen. Got to make sure to hit those hard enough, which he did. And a big chance for Monkeyman to go solo. Air dribble bump, missed onto Joyo. It was a great save. Now Archie the other way, fixed it for Joyo. Top shelf 2-1.
Pure power. They had to respect that Archie could. And the moment he didn't, everyone has to hit the brakes. Oh, it's also a bit of a Goomba stomp onto the top of Zen. It all went completely wrong for Vitality. And here is where Vitality have shown issues in the past. When it goes wrong, it just all falls apart. They now need to try and bounce back. This is a great spot for them to do so as it's shut down at the last moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure it would have mattered with Zen in net. You always have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he could have saved that and knocked it into the crossbar. Nobody's saving this one though. Archie 3-1 as Geekay come to life in this second game. Love the positioning from Archie there, picking up the soft clear and putting it right back on target.
Hey, what? Monkey Boom did, it's gone against him, but he did very well. Spotted that Joyo was going to try and demo him early. Tried to reroute it to the boost and get back to the goal. He wasn't far away from getting that to work. Joyo looking towards the backboard, looking towards the bump. Oh. Well, it's classic Vitality. When it goes wrong, it goes wrong.
Exotic completely under pressure there to jump early in case Joyo's doubling. Joyo actually clipped him as the ball came down, so Exotic had no chance of making that read on the backboard. Great pump by Joyo, even to spot that. Is that another one? It is. Only makes it 5. Vitality have completely fallen apart in this second game.
They just shatter, don't they?
What a kickoff as well. Point blank range fake and the follow-up dunk on target. You did mention it. They've got some good kickoff variety, Geekay.
I really do place them second. The other one's got fairer of a randomizer behind them, so it's kind of difficult to deal with it. Oli tries to go for the pinch. Not going to quite find it, but feels like it's part of Rocket League rules, isn't it? Where if you are in the Batmobile and the ball is on the wall, you have to try and pinch it. You're not allowed to do anything else.
How do you think Vitality are going to be mentally right now, though? This is a complete collapse, a collapster class, as a wise man once said. Or was it a Rise Man? I can't remember. Yeah, they've been known to tilt a little bit this season. Just start to lose game after game, goal after goal, and it's happening early in this series. They're guaranteed at least a tiebreak for the major today. The only way that they end up in that situation is if the grand final contains Geekay and Gentlemate. So extremely unlikely that Vitality miss a major at this point. But they don't want to go out like this in the final regional before it. It's looking pretty bad for them in this second game, at least.
Yeah, this is the sort of time where we begin watching those cameras and trying to check on the Monkey Moon posture check. So they're going to get at least one back. 6-2. There's nothing left, really, for this game here. It's all about just getting some of the mental back running again. 18 seconds on the clock. Geekay, I mean, again, this is the exact same as yesterday from them. They were awful at the start of their series against 100%. No, they've got another one. Okay, then we'll be back in time. But I just love that they've got access to those. It's such a great way of just stealing a goal.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, wow.
Joyo returns the favor. Earlier on, it was Archie faking the double to give Joyo an uncontested shot. Now Joyo fakes the sidewall skim to give Archie the free runner show. They're still going for more here. They're going to try and pull out a kickoff goal. They're not going to save it for the next game. They want to destroy the Vitality the mentality from Vitality as much as possible. They're going to need to settle for 7-2 though. So we don't get the 8 to be you in any event that he's playing in. Well, how will Vitality respond? Geekay were down pretty bad in this series overall. Just no offense to speak of. And now they've had all the offense. But did they use it all too early? Will they have any left over after that impressive showing in game 2? They're going to be down in this game. Safe shot by Zen. Exotic secures it. And it's 1-0 Vitality on an overcommit from third. Archie, yeah, getting stuck in there. He didn't really have a choice, but his teammates are so overcommitted, leaving it back.
Yeah, that's the sort of play that you do when you are 7-2 up. Not when the game is reset to 0-0. It's a bit of an overcommit for not really much reward, but here we go from the kickoff again. Oli tries to fake out, get a decent 50 against his fellow in Exotic. Joyo now up, Zen on his way back. Can't get too much more. It's going to be awkward though for everybody, and Oli's on his way in. Vitality knew they had to send at least 2. Joyo off the wall. Just misses it this time around. Archie going to try the same thing. He's missed it this time around, and Oli is going to have to really reach for this. Oh. He's got it wrong.
What a hit from Zen all the way down the pitch, off the post. Monkey Moon misread it, so he just flips into the net to get out of the way. And Exotic gets his second goal of the game. It's a good start for Vitality. I'm more interested in how they're going to finish, though. The last game, any indication, they need to stay locked in here. It's far from a win. Of course, you all know that. We've all thrown 2-0 leads.
Was just so key, though, for them to get a good start to this game and sort of put that last game behind them. Not have it be a roll-on to game number 3. Archie on his way, decides to leave it, looking for anybody on the backboard. Exotic didn't end up jumping. Here comes Oli, looking top corner, and he finds too much crossbar.
These are some great looks, though, for Geekay. They're creating some quality offense again. Vitality don't look comfortable in defense. We talked about it in the pre-show, you know, comfortable defense. The top teams in the world are all so good at defending those zero boost positions, those low momentum positions, and Vitality are not one of those teams right now. It just seems like they're eager to double commit. Joyle skims one onto the backboard. Zen's there. I just want to see some, you know, some nice spread out positioning from Vitality. I feel like they're making it possible, very, very possible for double commits to occur by just positioning so similarly in defense and lining up, almost queuing up to hit the same ball.
Archie on his way, gets a good 50. Can he recover? No, not quite. Zen tries for the outplay, but Oli missile straight through that ball, and now he might be there for the redirect, and Zen spotted it. Gets the pass over to Monkey Moon. That's decent, but Monkey Moon needed to follow. He does exactly that, so at least managed to recover the play. He's on 0 boost. He does at least have the reset. Again, Oli happy to sacrifice himself. He's always going as early as possible.
Yeah, I want to see that volatility, that risk-taking just increased slightly now from Geekay. Half the game gone. Still scoreless in game 3. Vitality haven't had too many tricky positions. Oh, that was nearly in the back of the Geekay net again. Exotic, heavy committed. Now it is in the back of the net. Missed in defense. Gives Zen a free look. Exotic just came flying in there, and it looks like it just made things a bit awkward. Joyo got a blue trail on that, but not enough time to air roll like he wanted.
For all the criticisms that we've had towards Vitality, Geekay have not shown up in this game. The 2 goals that went against them to start with this mostly came from just not hitting the ball. That one they've made awkward the entire way through. Just all the positivity they had coming out of game 2 has disappeared. 2 minutes left. They're running out of time to really make anything out of game 3. Monkey Moon tries to go for a pre-jumping Exotic. That might be a little bit too much to ask. Geekay unable to capitalize.
Yeah, it's just simple right now for Vitality. Just no defensive mistakes. That's all they really need to be thinking about. That's fine. You know, 2 have gone for that, but they're landing well. Zen able to continue what Exotic started with this stuff clear. Now the reset from Zen off the post. Monkey Moon just goes for the boost. Doesn't play the ball from that risky angle. You're just trying to make it to the finish line here, knowing that last game they they definitely blew it, you know, to pretty large margins. But with a minute to go, Vitality look like they've regained pretty well from that game 2.
Yeah, the only real worry here is giving Geekay access to another kickoff. So they get one, suddenly that second one might very quickly happen.
Yeah.
But you'd say Geekay probably got to score at least twice from open play. That's off the backboard. Here comes Joy to give them the first. Now they need 2 more.
Okay, well, there's one. They do still have plenty of time. Great pass from Oli, who's leaving the back post side of the box. Good awareness, kept ball cam on, centers it again. Now here is that kickoff you're talking about. Geekay definitely going to try to mix this one up somehow. Archie's just gone straight through after cheating to demo last. Joyo's got a free play because of it, and they do score immediately.
Yeah, I want to see Archie just kept on moving, and Monkeyman wanted to escape the position, ends up moving himself out of any sort of defensive posture, and it's just disappeared. And here we go, yet another kickoff. Everyone's straight down the middle for this one. Oli to the side, and yep, GK have already sent somebody. Joyo just couldn't get there in time though.
Oh, look at the commitment though to the play from GK. They're sending everybody. This is what you got to do in these spots where you're down late in the game, but they do still have quite a lot of time. They're likely to get another clean look if they keep playing the way they have been. Vitality going for one more in their own though. They make it 4-2. And GK in the hunt for a counter-attack. Get outplayed. It was Zen initially, and then the rest of the team coming in behind him to help out. That's the nice buffer again for Vitality at 2 goals.
The exact same way that they conceded their third goal. GK is just struggling to control the ball, and Joyo wasn't able to react on the backboard. That should now be enough for Vitality. Nice little wait there from Oli, who I suppose is always on 0 boost. Well, near enough close to it, but time has run out. Zen just gets rid of it. No need to worry all that much more. And Vitality respond big, but GK will look at those opening 2 minutes and say they should have done better.
Yeah, they certainly will. They certainly will. Overextended a few times. I think they need Gentlemates to fall before top 4 in Rally, which is where most of us would be predicting them to lose currently. There's just too many good teams right now, too many teams ranked above them. But it's close, you know, get the right bracket, they could maybe sneak in there, and that would take away the world spot from GK.
Nobody wants to play in that last chance qualifier until you have to play in that last chance qualifier. Archie, he's gonna just try and feather that one down. Doesn't quite get the contact that he was after. Still available though. Exotic against Joyo. Good challenge win there from Joyo, but it's pushed the ball straight into the corner. Zems, that's an awkward jump for him. Doesn't quite make it work.
He was hoping the boost would spawn as he drove forwards over it. It didn't. He had a slight mistime on it. Had to go back, and now here he comes.
Oh.
And it trickles in off the goalie. Zen makes it 1-0. It was Monkey Moon with the assist. Good beat. And Zen actually got a reset there just in case, as he kind of palmed it on target.
The Vitality continues to roll on. Where's it going? You think that they were the team that won 7-2 in game number 2. It's back down over to Zen. Nice play around 1. Looks for a heck of an angle. He's got exotic on the back post, but decided not to stretch for it. Instead, they recycle the play, go again.
Yeah, it's a good idea there by Exotic to center it quickly. You know, getting the ball back into the danger area after a save comes through for the other team. Very important part to pressure in Rocket League. You guys could try that at home. Don't waste time taking the scenic route. Just get the ball middle as fast as possible. That does often involve the ceiling or the wall. Sidewall being used, as opposed to that back wall where you trickle around. Oh, surely. No, it's double crossbar. A little bit of Oli involved as well. As Vitality almost go up by 2.
Vitality are all over them at the start of this game. Monkey Moon looks for the signature shot by himself. He doesn't get there. There's Joyo now off the wall. First bit of breathing room. Doesn't last very long. Joyo is unable to get anything going. They are taking them apart.
And then once again, they just recycle the play so quickly. Zen sends it. Monkey Moon demos 1. Chases Oli up the back wall. And that's a solid placement from Exotic underneath the pre-jumping defender. This is better from Vitality. This is much more like it, and this is necessary if they're going to make a run today, that they maintain this.
Joyo's got a bit of space. Again, that first touch lets him down. Not the Joyo we are used to seeing. It's very low boost for a lot of players. Archie claims the 100. He's got to do something with it. Joyo on the ball. Past Zen, but Exotic's already up, and he's already got the beat. Archie needs to avoid getting bumped. He needs to get the ball. He needs to do an awful lot. And he's managed to provide, at least for now, but Zen's getting in front of everyone's way. He's still on it. The 1v3 out chase. That's how you ball chase there, people. Monkey Moon with Exotic in the midfield. Vitality have come online.
Yeah, we're seeing the consistent touches. Oh, back pass.
Okay.
Exotic.
And Vitality are back offline.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Exotic there, but yeah, Monkey Moon wasn't ready for it. He wasn't aware of it until too late, but he's more than ready for this one. Monkey Moon makes it 3. Archie's clear just gets completely pounced on. It didn't stay safe at all. And that is, if you're going to come up with a signature shot for Monkey Moon, it's probably just a pretty simple double jump shot to the top corner with maximum power. And that was pretty Monkey Moon-esque right there.
It's like K-Dog never retired. Exotic off the wall. Over to Monkey Moon. Oh my goodness, that's just straight down the middle. Vitality are putting everything together here. And I'm sure there's an awful lot of people wearing the black and yellow jerseys and going, well, this is why we support this team. This is what we wanted to see this season. Where has this been? Well, maybe we'll get more of it. If they keep going, they'll at least get a semi-final. Geekay, the one's under a lot of pressure to turn this around, but this game is looking as good as gone.
Yeah, it's a second for Monkey Moon. And he looks confident now. He's moving around with conviction. He's not hesitating. And he's not ended up in weird positions where he's double committing with teammates for no reason. You know, this has been a much more, I think, effective style of play for Monkey Moon. You know, with the return of the Demolisher, just the demo-focused frontman to Rocket League these days. It's good to see Monkey Moon doing that as he gets a hat trick thanks to the own goal. Well, he actually, I think he put that on target off the ceiling there.
I think that's in.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's
in. So let's give it a go. You definitely can't have any go at him. But 5-0. I'll tell you what, for a team that have been kind of brittle on occasion, Vitality have had their best games since their worst one, and that's not what we usually get to say about them.
And they regained, more importantly, I think. Yeah, they actually regained. They had a howler.
I'm happy about this.
And they're back.
I think the big thing for me, though, is like you mentioned how Monkey Moon seems to be that first man a lot here. When people saw that they put together a lot of tape, by the way, Oli, that was incredible.
Oh, no.
There's at least, oh, no, not even that one back. I think when people saw this team come together, everyone was expecting, all right, you know, Monkey Moon is going to be chasing a lot and he's going to create space for Zen. That was what the expectation, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this team is on form.
Yeah, they're feeling good about how this one's going. Zen with the center, Exotic up so quickly and slams it home for 6. This has got to be a timeout, surely, for GK. They have been destroyed. Not even their kickoff goals can save them at this point. Vitality are trying to return the favor for that second game and just run up the score.
Gentlemates starting to have some thoughts now as to what they might want to do. Have a look at some of the restaurants over in Raleigh. See how they are going to spend their time, because they are 5 minutes away from qualifying for the major and resetting their season. A season that looks atrocious for the first 50% of it. GK needs some massive answers, and they've got to win 3 in a row after this, with Vitality playing this comfortably.
Yeah, Vitality have just done everything they need to do. They've started to synergize. They look like they're playing for each other now. They don't look like they're just trying to hit the ball around aimlessly. And GK have had no chance in comparison.
Psycho.
It's going to have a continuation here. They might actually have something now. It's into the ground as Zen gets dunked on.
And then maybe beat Dignitas. If you don't do that, hope KC have beat Gentlemates, and then beat Gentlemates in a tiebreaker match. It's also very simple. Go and get it done.
Yeah, it's, when you lay it out like that, it does, sounds fairly straightforward, at least conceptually. Execution, of course, will be a different thing entirely. That's a good hit by Zen. Got both Archie and Oli up into the air, but the recoveries were good enough, so that was an effective double commit. And our Archie, the demo on the backboard, nearly given a chance for GK early.
Now, the one big hopium I would give to GK fans out there is if there is a team that you could see losing 3 in a row out of absolutely nowhere, Vitality would be quite high up on that list at the moment.
That's so harsh, but true. Yeah, if they were to handpick a top 6 team in Europe that they need to win 3 in a row against, they might pick Vitality. I'm not sure.
Like Vitality, we don't play with the best of 7, but if we're in this situation, then yeah, we wouldn't mind it too much. Zen looking for Oli's car. Can't quite get it. GK really need a positive start to this game. They've got to find this first goal.
Oh, good shot there by Joyo. Exotic respected it, and even better, he read it. And now he's intercepted the 50-50 mid. Oli's all over it, but Zen faster than Joyo in the follow-up. And that's been the big difference between Vitality and GK in the past couple of games, is the speed has not been the same. Vitality again, first on the scene and first to score.
I think it would be more difficult for Monkey Moon not to shoot top corner at the moment. Every single time, it's perfect. 1-0, GK. Well, it's got even more difficult for you. You've got to overcome this 1-goal lead. Do it 2 more times after the fact. For the time being, Oli to the ceiling. Exotic's pre-jumped. There's 1 demo, so Exotic's got to do well.
Oh.
Extra hit from the Batmobile's not quite enough. Well played, Exotic.
Yeah, another good read on the attacking play. Exotic stuffs it, but can he stop this? No, he doesn't have to. Oli's in the bar on an uncontested point-blank aerial.
Oh, what is
and
going
now
on?
The defense are all missing. GK, they're looking like us out there.
I don't even know what just happened. That was an awful lot, and GK have got to sort themselves out soon. That was catastrophic. That should have been 1-1. You see Oli taking the first time hit. Monkey Moon's got it covered. Brilliant position for them to be in. Zen. Good catch on the wall. Second touch let him down. Oli's on his way back forwards. Seems to be the one taking that first step forward is Oli. Can he get the big win for it? Oh, there's the danger. Monkey Moon's always ready to pounce.
He has very much been ready in that pocket, that second man near post position. At this point, GK should be aware of that. It doesn't stop it from being effective. All it takes is one small mistake in timing, and Vitality will get goals off of those passes. Half the game to go. GK split on the line. They don't have the level at the moment, it would seem, to effectively defend or effectively attack.
No, we're not seeing any real difference after GK took that timeout. Just making little mistakes at the moment that are costing them big. Nice demo, can't get the follow. Monkey Moon tries to recover the play. Oli lays off to a Joyo who's got no boost. So he tries to leave it for Oli and get a bump onto Zen. That doesn't work. Oli's now got to scramble. He can't get it. So Zen with the 50 can't get it over the line. And Monkey Moon, back corner Barry, will take it around the world.
That's the composed play for Monkey Moon. Very well done. Just drawing in the challenge. Winning the 50 towards a teammate. He's chasing Archie on the back wall here. He's got him, Archie, with a nose slide on the landing, reeling from the pressure.
At no point of GK look comfortable. Joyo again with 0, and he's missed the ball. He's all by himself here. Monkey Moon looking for Joyo. Tries to pre-jump. He can't get anywhere near it. Vitality running rough shots.
From back corner Barry to back wall Barry. Monkey Moon has been a terror in this game. He's chasing everybody around. He's taking up that role that's becoming popular again. The enforcer. And I've got to say, I'm liking it. I'm liking seeing him in that role, Shogun. I think he can really make this into his style of play from here on. Oh, the passing from GK. Oh, that's a great goal.
I don't want to say unnecessarily good shot here from Archie, but I don't think he had to hit it this well. That's gorgeous.
Okay, well, they're right back in it all of a sudden. Kick off. Could very well go their way. They've had some creative strats today. This one's just standard. Joyo's down the middle with it. Zen does get back in time. That's discipline from Zen. Covered in the net. Not just making a beeline down the line and out of position.
Yeah, it's very difficult as well to create anything after those kickoffs, and it's just rolling directly in front of you as that one has been sent. Zen just going to keep on moving forward. Good bump just to get him away from it. Archie clears long. Monkey Moon's not going to make any mistakes. Yeah, it seems like Vitality has settled into the, well, we don't like it when it happens to us, so we're going to do it to everyone else as well. They have joined the party when it comes to finding these bumps. Monkey Moon wanted to go by himself, wanted the reset. Oh, he's having none of it.
Yeah, no time there for Monkey Moon to get the reset, but now it's no time for Geekay in the hunt for the comeback. Archie trying to back pass to Oli, who'd already moved forward. Final few seconds. Geekay about to be eliminated, not just from this regional, but from the Rally Major as well.
Zen taking it, looks for the sidewall, he's got it. So now you've got to go coast to coast, and it's so difficult to pull off. Joyo passes it to Archie, needs to get it around. Oh, he's not going to get there. Joyo bumps it on, but that's a fun as Geekay will go. Gentlemates are going to the Rally Major.
And Vitality don't need to worry about that crazy tiebreak scenario. They've guaranteed their own passage as well, directly. And that's it, confirmed. No tiebreakers today. We've got our Rally Major teams from Europe.